Hey guys, Danny Ray, LifeTelesalesMentor.com. Just want to touch base with you this morning and go over something that's extremely important and vital to your success as a telesales agent when you're selling life insurance, whether it's term or final expense over the phone. Again, yeah, I'm sure you've heard the old saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Okay, this business is you need to have routine and structure in this business, meaning that you need to do the same thing every single day. You need to get every phone call you make has got to be the exact same pitch. Okay, you have to present every prospect with the same enthusiasm and and passion that you did the previous call. Okay, so again, this is a business. The people that become ultra successful in this business are the people that are force of habit, people that have routines and structures. Okay, um, unfortunately, there's a lot of agents in this business that probably shouldn't be in this business, but that's a whole other topic. Um, but there's a lot of agents in this business that don't allow their roots to go ahead and get grounded. What I mean by that is lead sources. Okay, they try a lead source one week, they don't give it enough time to understand the lead source, and then they bounce and try another lead source the week after that. That is the biggest ingredient to failure in this business, and unfortunately, 80-90% of the agents do it. So again, um, routine is the most important thing. Okay, especially when it comes to leads like that, or an agent that jumps around from IMO to IMO and IMO and never have their roots grounded. See, again, this business is a business that you want to become an expert at one thing. Another thing, a lot of agents, they try to be experts in a lot of things. It doesn't happen that way. You have to prove yourself, right business in one product, and do it when literally to the point where you're in your sleep, you're making a quarter to a $500,000 in premium a year before you even think about just going pivoting to something else. All right, you need to be an expert. Okay, then when you conquer one product, okay, then you move on to the next one. Don't try to do ACA and Medicare and final expense and term when you're not an expert at any of them. It's again, it's an ingredient to fail. Okay, so you have to be structured and routine, and this business is based off routine and structure. Again, if you get a lead source, stick to it. Me, I'm very big on self generation. I don't buy leads from anybody. I won't ever buy leads from anybody. I've tried a few times here and there, they just don't work out. I like to know where my lead is coming from. Okay. Also, how to approach a certain lead. Okay. Again, you agents out there that hop around from different lead vendors, you don't even give yourself an opportunity to be good with the leads at hand. Okay. Again, lead vendors, there's only one or two of them out there that I would ever recommend. Um, at best, maybe. So again, I'm very big on self generation. So again, this business is based off consistency and routine. Now, the reason why I am so successful and my wife is so successful when we have our prospecting hats on, all right, is because of routine. We do the same thing every single day. Okay, the same thing. Okay, same times and everything else. Now, again, you have to be a slave to your schedule. You have to be. You have to build out a schedule, okay, and you have to literally become a slave to it. It's not the other way around. You can't be jumping around and, well, you know what? Today at 2:30, I'm going to go do it. No, you have to literally be a slave to your schedule. Okay, and I'm going to show you mine in a second. And this is all based off success. That if you want to be ultra successful, you want to write mid six figures in this business, build a site that generates leads and everything else, get backlinks, and also spend time with your family. You have to be structured and have a routine, or it's all going to go and meshing together, and it's never going to work. I've done it. I've tried it all different ways. All right. So again, when it comes down to this business and personal life, okay, you must divorce the two completely. I know that's challenging sometimes because majority of us telesales agents, we work outside of the home. So it's very difficult, okay? But it's not impossible. All right, you have to be very disciplined. Again, the old saying back, I'm sure you guys all heard it a million times. Okay, you can be the most talented, the hardest worker, but if you don't discipline, it doesn't matter. All right. So again, this business is a um, it's vital to have a it's extremely vital to make sure that you have a game plan put in place. Okay, so let me go ahead and let's see here. Okay, all right. So this is basically a proven method. When I go ahead and write, $50 to $100,000 a month in business, with final expense and term and other ancillary products. All right, this is my schedule right here. Okay, this is my schedule. Okay, it's very disciplined. I get up at 5 a.m. This is Monday through Friday. Elliptical, 5 a.m. I'm doing HAROs. Okay, I'm doing HAROs at between 5:30 and 6. You guys, HAROs, if you own your own website, it's the only way you're going to get really good traffic to your site is you need high quality backlinks. All right. HAROs are the way to do that. HAROs, if you guys are not aware of this, I'll probably going to add a bonus chapter to the masterclass because I do have a list I'm going to be adding. HAROs are the way to get high quality backlinks. And what it is they're the journals. And if those of you, this is speaking to the people that don't know who HARO is, they are journalists from the New York Post, Yahoo Finance, Forbes, just to name the top few, and all the rest in between that are out writing a new publication and looking for sources to quote in that publication. So every morning at 5:38, we get a HARO, we get a whole list of HAROs. Okay, let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. All right, because I think it's really important that if you guys, those of you guys that own a website, really, really important. Okay, these are HAROs. Okay, this is actually today. All right, I had things to do this morning, so I didn't really look at this morning. But this is the Wednesday morning HARO. So I always like to look at the business part of it, the business and finance queries. Okay, and this is 5:38 in the morning. So this is 14 journalists or 14 articles that they're looking for sources from experts in their field. Okay, like this one, which legacy ideas about leadership need to be discarded? This would be a good thing. If you own an agency, if you manage agents, you might be able to answer this. Okay, and this is Authority Magazine. That's a really good magazine. This is a good backlink. So how you do this, the way I do it, is I will click on here. Okay, let me go ahead and move this face out of the way. All right, and I'll get my drafts together. All right, and I'll look at my HARO template, which is right here. And what I do, okay, is I'll copy this. Oh, I'll copy this right here. Copy. And I'll go back to my HARO, and I'll put this in there. And then I'll do which ideas. See that right there? Bam. And then I go ahead and whatever they're asking here. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and I'll answer it right here, and I'll click send. This person, okay, who's Yitzy Weiner, okay, is Google him. I mean, he's a journalist. Okay, he could possibly quote me. Now, when he quotes me, he's going to give a backlink to insuranceforburial.com. That'll draw traffic to my website organically. Okay, best way to get backlinks. Best way to get backlinks. All right. So let's go ahead and do this. Here we go. All right. So then with HARO, then of course, 5:30 to 6:30. I take my time with the HAROs. Okay. So roughly 5:30 to 5:30 to 6:30. Sometimes it goes a little longer than that, especially I find a couple of good ones. All right. Then after that, it's basically gym and eating. So I'll start off with the elliptical in the morning, get my blood flowing through the HAROs. Then I'll hit my gym. I got a tonal upstairs in my house. Okay. Don't even have to leave the house. And then by 7:15, I should be done with breakfast. Then I spend about 15, 20 minutes on personal development. Okay. Read a book. Okay. Get the mind right. And then, I take a shower, and drive to work if I'm going to my office. Okay. And then by 8:30, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone, foaming at the mouth, 8:30 in the morning to 12:30. Pound the phone, focused like blind as like a racehorse. Okay, until 12:30 at night. I'm at 12:30 in the afternoon. Then I take a break. HARO at 12:38. We get HAROs 3 times a day. 5:38 in the morning, 12:38 at noon. Okay, Eastern time, and then we have the third round at 5:38 at nighttime. So you get HAROs emails 3 times a day. Okay, these HAROs right here. Okay, these right here, they come in 3 times a day. As you can see, okay, in December 6th, this is the evening edition. Okay, then you got the afternoon edition. Then you got the morning edition. So you get them 3 times a day, 3 times a day. All right, so it's really, really important. Okay, and then at lunch, I'll gobble down a sandwich or something along that, protein shake, whatever the case may be. Then it's back to the grind again, 1:30 to 6 o'clock, grinding it out. Okay, or I should change this. Okay, because this should go to 5:30. Let me go ahead and change that. Sorry, guys. Let's go to 5:30 because we have the HAROs. All right. Okay. That's better. All right, so this goes to 5:30, then we get the HAROs at 5:38. Again, I don't miss HAROs. Okay, it's really important. This is what's going to generate backlinks to your website, which is the engine to get traffic. All right, and then I'll sit down at 6 to 7 o'clock. I'll go ahead and I will go ahead and eat dinner, and then it's back to the grind again for 2 hours. 7 to 9. Okay, then I'm optimizing some of my articles on my website. Okay, then bed at 10. All right, so that's how hey that's what we do. Okay, I mean literally 6 7 hours of sleep, and then it's grinding. Okay, we do this 5 days a week. All right, depending on my Friday, I'll get a little flexible on Fridays, family time if we got something to do. Okay, but on the weekend, as you can see, weekend doesn't stop. Weekend don't stop. Prospecting from 9 a.m. to 2 on a Saturday. Okay. Um, I'll look at some HAROs. I'll favorite some HAROs that I want to relook at. Okay. If I have any, I'll go ahead and hit them then. All right. But again, optimizing new content. Okay. This is going to be from 2 o'clock on. Okay. And again, I don't really pound the phone and I just hit my new leads and follow ups on Saturday. Okay. If you have a lot of leads, then you go into it. All right. Then after that's family time. Then I put your hat up 6 o'clock. Then the next day in the morning, I'll still write out. So this is a 7 day a week. I mean, you want to write 6 figures, mid 6 figures. Okay. And have a performing website that feeds you business. Okay, tease them up organically. You get leads. This is what makes me successful, guys. Okay, when I do have my prospecting hat on, this is my 100-day March schedule. Okay, so this is what I do from literally twice a year for 100 days. This is my schedule. Okay. And then on Sunday you relax, man. I focus on articles that I want to write. I schedule. I'll do my article research. Look at my competitive analysis to other people. Competing websites that I have that they're ranking on certain keyword tails that I want to rank on, and then I'll try to beat them out. But this all happens here, and then it sets the tone for the whole week. And again, I'll see if there's any HAROs or anything like that. Sometimes you get emails back from these um, these journalists, and they will go ahead and ask you questions. Maybe they want to do an interview. Okay, maybe they'll get you to be a VIP source. That if any topic like this arises, they're going to reach out to you first, which is huge. All right, and then it's family time. Okay, but again, you got to be a slave to your schedule. You really have to be ultra successful in this business. It's based off routine and doing the same thing over and over again. Now, those of you sometimes it gets tedious. But hey, man, there's not many sales businesses that you can do this, okay, and you can literally, okay, have a win-win-win for everybody else. Okay, you sell somebody a car, they drive off the lot, it depreciates in value $10,000. You buy car insurance, you know, uh, y- it's just in case you get an accident. All right, so I mean, insurance, and probably the car insurance wasn't an example, but as far as what we do for a living, final expense, term, you're presenting a product that they need, okay, to protect their family, give them peace of mind. And in return, you get paid very handsomely, not only the first time, but on the years to come. Okay, so it's all about building relationships. It's not about the sale. It's about passionately caring and building relationships. We're in the business of relationships. We're not in the business of selling. Okay, and then, okay, it's a win-win-win for everybody. Okay, then if you have the proper renewals, and in some cases, if you're experienced agents out there, you have legacy renewals that pays you to pretty much the rest of your life. Okay, it's this is how it's done. So I wanted to really focus today and let you guys know the blueprint of success in this business is being consistent and having a routine. It's not hopping all over the place. It's not going ahead and getting different lead sources every week and trying something out new and back and forth. That is the absolute ingredient to fail in this business and failed to a point where you drain all your money and everything else. You guys have to stay focused on the same thing, become an expert at one thing. Okay, and then once you are that expert, then you can branch out to another product. Okay, I see it all too often. Okay, the successful people in this business, the ones that make mid six figures, even over $1 million writing premium. All right, they are structured and disciplined. The ones that are flash in the pans are in and out of this business, which is, as far as Cody Askins is concerned, it's 92% of them. This is how they conduct their business. They don't have a routine. They don't have a schedule. Okay, they just hop around. They go to different IMOs, try this one out, and they take advice. Listen, guys, this industry is riddled, okay, saturated with agents that don't know what the hell they're talking about. And unfortunately, what happens is they let other agents know, and those agents act on somebody that has no experience giving them the advice, and then they run with it. I see it all day long. It's exhausting. Okay, it's exhausting. So the key in this business is to find somebody, a mentor, okay, and an IMO that specializes in what you want to do. Okay, cut aside the rah 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 in the world. Okay, if you're at a place where rah rah rah, you got to do this, you got to recruit, you got to do this, and listen, recruiting's fine. Recruiting's fine. But you have to be an established agent, an expert at what you do before you have any business recruiting other agents. How are you going to manage an agent when you don't even write business yourself on a high level? Follow what I'm saying? So that's something I think this business has lost is a lot of times people are getting mentored by people that have no business of being mentors. Okay. So again, you got to be really smart when you get into this business. I'm an agent advocate, guys. You've heard me say it a million times in the masterclass as well, the merry-go-round. I want to point agents in the right direction. Okay, I'm very passionate about that because I've been on the merry-go-round years ago, and I've been there, and it's not fun. Hopping around, not getting your feet in the ground. Once you're established and your roots are in the ground, and you have a system that works, this is a six-figure income in your sleep. It's I barely try, and I can make six figures. Okay, look at this last year. This business allowed me to take time off, spend time with family, and take care of things, my health and things of that nature, and still make six figures. You know, because of how this business pays us. I say this because those of you out there that are trying to go ahead and find a good place, make sure you're very smart in doing such. Okay. Always ask me questions too. Listen. I'm an email away, and my phone number is not hard to get. Okay, for direction. All right. So, with that being said, I just wanted to share my schedule with you guys and show you what is proven to help my success. And any agent out there that I know that is ultra successful in this business has a routine. All right. So, follow your routine. Okay. Be a slave to your schedule. Build out a schedule. Be disciplined and dedicated and committed to that schedule. Okay. And just follow it. Be a slave to that schedule, okay, and your routines and discipline, okay? And success is just a byproduct of that and ultra successful, all right? So, with that being said, have a kick ass day, guys, and I'll see you soon.